Hey guys, how's it going? So this week I decided to draw Daniel Craig, and I don't know, it was such a challenge drawing him. In the beginning I started to shade in section by section, filling in his chin and the left side of his face versus blocking the whole face. Now I've done many drawings like this, but I don't know if it was me just thinking too much about the transitions, but I mean, it was interesting. I started to block in his neck and I drew in the shadow that was caused by his chin. I also drew in some of the accents that would form his Adam's apple, as well as the shadow that was created by the collar of his shirt. It wouldn't be too dark, and the shape would follow the direction of the collar itself. When that's done, I start to shape in his face. I just start to work in the areas I've already blocked in, and I start darkening his brow, giving it a more defined form. I work around that area to help further define his left eye. I started to commit a little more around his eye by drawing in some of the crow's feet, and then I color in his eye. When I have the eye filled in, I decide to block in the rest of his face, and that helped me judge his face and relative values. I drew in his other eye, and I used these two areas to really start shaping in his nose. I felt like if I had enough of the brows drawn in, I can shape in the bridge of his nose, and then I can add a little more definition to his lips, etc., etc. I'm just going on building over previous features. And I guess this was the challenging part, is to just really blend them in together. He has some very defined features, and again, just trying to blend them all together took quite some time. I try to create subtle creases on his forehead so that there's some texture there, but not bold enough where, one can see physical lines. I drew in his hair fairly rough so that it would mimic the overlapping of highlights and shadows. I also kept the top of his head light because that's where the light is bouncing off. When I finished the hair, I felt like I had to go back to the face because the values just weren't popping enough for me. So after working a little more on his face, I filled in his jacket, keeping it about the same value as the shaded side of his hair. So I'm gonna let this video run. Thank you very much for watching, and again, a huge thank you for all of you supporting my channel. Well, I'll be uploading another one soon, so until then.